Hello everyone, I am back. This is Brian with ZimCo Survival, and today I am doing a review for you guys of the Snugpak Jungle Bag. This is one of the more popular sleeping bags that Snugpak makes, and let me see if I can give you an idea here. It does come with a very nice compression sack. You can actually squeeze this thing down pretty nice and compact. So let's first go over some of the statistics of this bag. One of the things that I like is that everything you need to know is right here on the back. So let me just read it off for you guys, make sure I get everything right. This particular bag is 31 inches wide by 87 inches long, weighs 32 ounces, so just a little bit over, well, right at 2 pounds basically. The comfort rating is 45 degrees Fahrenheit and the low rating is 36 degrees Fahrenheit. Unlike normal sleeping bags, if you guys have watched my sleeping bag explanations video, you'll know what I mean. Most sleeping bags, the rating given on the bag itself is not the actual comfort rating, but Snugpak does give their comfort rating on the bag as well as their low rating. So at 45 degrees, this bag is supposed to be comfortable if you're wearing thermals. Now, we've gotten the that part of it out of the way, so let me go ahead and open this bag up and I'll give you guys some of the details. Now, I'm going to do that sitting in front of you, and then afterwards I'm going to lay the bag out on the ground and I'll be able to show you guys some more after that. But I figured it would be a lot easier to give you a good close-up if I actually showed it to you kind of here. So let me go ahead and open it up. Okay. It has a flap here on the compression sack to just kind of help cover the bag itself. Makes it a little bit more water resistant than your standard compression sack. So there we go. Let's just pull the bag out. Come on. All right, there we are. Now for the bag itself, it's a pretty nice bag. It's got a nice drawstring closure here. Overall, it is a pretty decent stuff sack slash compression bag. But this right here is the actual blanket, well, bag itself. So let me go ahead and I'll be right back in just a second, and we'll go ahead and get into the details of it. Hold on just a minute. Alright, and we're back, and here's the bag. Now, this particular bag, let me show you guys the top part first. You have a drawstring closure that does the hood and the shoulder piece. Sorry, I can't talk today for some reason. Alright, so you can actually get this thing fairly tight, so let me go ahead and show you. So if you're a small person, you can definitely get this to fit up as close as you need it to be. Alright, and it just has a little barrel lock to hold it in place. Now, one of the things that I want to show you that's fairly unique with this bag is the mosquito net. Now, in my opinion, it's a benefit and a drawback because of the way they implemented it. But let me go ahead and show it to you. The mosquito net itself stores away inside of a little pocket right here on the side of the bag. When you pull it out, there you go. That's the mosquito net. It is a pretty fine net, so I don't see, having any problems keeping mosquitoes away from you. The one drawback with this net in the way it was designed is that it doesn't stay up off your face. So what I found the best way to do that, to keep the mosquito net actually off of my face, is to wear a brimmed cap. And that just kind of elevates the net enough to actually keep it away from my face. But this mosquito net is actually very high quality. It's not the kind that I'm going to feel like it's going to tear or anything like that. It's not a cheap Walmart net. So I was very happy about that when I saw it, because I kind of figured it was going to be a gimmick and that this net would shred in a couple of days. But it's actually held up very, very well, and just by the feel of it, you can feel that it's not just a cheap little net. Now it's time for the drawback, and that is the zipper. There are two problems with the way this net was implemented. I'll go ahead and show that to you now. One is the zipper gets caught a lot on this this little piece of fabric right here. I don't know if you can see it, but the net has this little piece of fabric right there, and it's constantly getting caught on that piece of fabric. So let me go ahead and try to close it. Hopefully I can do it. It won't take me too long, so that I can show you what the other problem is, because I can't do that until it's closed. Alright, so let's keep doing this all the way around. It is also fairly hard to zip this up when you're inside the sleeping bag because it's not a double-sided zipper. Well, it is actually. It is a double-sided zipper. But because of this, it might as well not be. That's what I meant. It's hard to zip up because while you're actually laying in the bag, it's really, really hard to avoid zipping that little piece of fabric up. I kind of gave up trying the first time I tried to use it. There you go. That's what it looks like when the net is actually over the bag. This is the hood itself right up here. Alright, you can see the net right there. Now the problem is your drawstring closure for this bag is right here on the outside. So once you zip up the net, you can't access this closure. And you can't zip the net up while it's pulled tight because of the way the zipper works. So you have to choose. Do you want the bag closed or do you want the net? That's the choice you have to make. And that's the last of the issues with the mosquito net that I have found, is that you cannot have the mosquito net and close it at the same time without really fighting with it. So in my opinion, the fight isn't worth it. I just decide whether I want the mosquito net or whether I want the bag closed, and I just pick one or the other. Now, let me move on to the side zipper here. First, let me unzip this thing. The side zipper is fairly unique. It's actually a very nice zipper. The bag does unzip all the way into a blanket. I know a lot of people ask about that, and yes, there is a zipper at the bottom, there's a zipper along the side, and you can unzip this bag completely into a blanket. So let me go ahead and stuff that back into this little pouch there. Alright, so here's your side zipper. Okay, this particular side zipper goes in both directions, so it flips up and it flips down. Okay, so I will show you guys this piece in just a minute when I actually put it down on the ground. But on the bottom here, you have another zipper for the bottom piece of the bag, so that you can unzip it all the way like I was talking about. You also have a zipper on the long side at the bottom. So if you wanted to, you could actually take this and use it much like a poncho liner. You can unzip this all the way up, put it around your neck like a hood, with the hood up here, draw it closed, and you'll have this basically blanket that just lays on top of you that you don't have to worry about trying to hold up and everything else. So I really like this feature right here, is that they added that second zipper at the bottom to help you do that. Really nice, in my opinion, attention to detail, and really increases the versatility of this bag. You of course also have 2 hanging loops just in case the bag does get wet. Now this particular bag is water resistant, but it is not waterproof. So while it will help keep you dry if it's just a light mist or fog or something like that rolls in, it will not keep you dry through a downpour. This is not a replacement to a tarp or a regular bivvy. So make sure that you carry a bivvy or something with this if you aren't going to be carrying a tent or a large tarp, just to make sure that you do keep this waterproof. Now it is a 210 ripstop nylon. Really nice high quality material. I'm trying to show you guys the ripstop. It is a diamond weave, so it is really, really good. I have no doubt in my mind that it's not going to rip. The stitching around all of the seams, which is one of the things I look for in a sleeping bag when I get it, is the stitching. Because sleeping bags tend to take a lot of abuse over the course of the night, and more so than anything else, the stitching is really important on these bags. And the stitching on the Snugpak is all really nice, high quality, no loose stitches. It's been a great bag so far. So let me go ahead and show you guys the inside. So you got the inside right here. It's a nice soft material. It feels really nice against your skin. I've actually taken this out to test the extreme nature of the bag as far as temperature goes. I went out with nothing more than a pair of pajama bottoms on and slept in this thing. Well, didn't sleep, but laid in it for quite some time. Outside when it was about 37 degrees, I think. And it actually was pretty warm for me, but I'm a warm sleeper. So for me, it worked out very, very well. I probably wouldn't even need to wear thermals, but that's just me. And comfort ratings on bags are very, very specific. But because I did that, I also know that this fabric inside the bag itself is very, very comfortable. So if you do want to do that against your bare skin, it's actually a very comfortable sleeping bag, more so than I've seen in other types, where the liner tends to be very itchy. Now, at first I wasn't even going to mention this feature, which is right here, and that is the interior pocket. Every bag now has an interior pocket, even the El Cheapo bags. So in my opinion, you know, it's not a big deal. It's not worth getting all excited about. But the difference for this particular pocket is, I don't know if you guys can see it, it is double stitched and reinforced, which most pockets are not. So this one is actually double stitched and reinforced all the way around. So as far as durability goes, this particular pocket is probably one of the better pockets I've seen inside of a sleeping bag. So I figured that'd be worth noting for you guys. It does have a shoulder baffle to help keep you nice and warm and keep that air from passing out around the back of your neck and your shoulders. Like I said, I have slept in this bag down to 37 degrees and still been comfortable even with not wearing thermals. So for me, this particular bag is really nice and warm. I wouldn't consider it a 4-season bag. I would still consider it a 3-season. But I also know that, you know, those freak cold spells in March, this bag should still be able to support the temperatures that it might get down to. So I'm very happy about that. Now let's go ahead and take you out to the ground here, and I will show you guys how this bag looks laid out, and I will also unzip it so I can show you guys how it looks as a blanket. Be right back. So there you go. There's the bag laid out on the ground. As you can see, it is not a mummy style. It is definitely a rectangular style bag, which I really like because it gives me plenty of room down here by my feet so that I feel like I'm not cramped. And for me, that's a really big deal. I hate mummy style bags. They may be warmer, but it's not something that I enjoy. So here's your hood right here, like I was showing you before. All right, and then right about, where'd it go? Right about here, this is where your mosquito net falls, right in this pocket right here at the edge of the hood. All right. Now, this right here is the side zipper, so let me go ahead and unzip this for you guys. The side zipper tends to move very, very well, and so does the one at the bottom. Let me go ahead and just unzip this. Haven't really had any issues with it getting caught, which is really nice. And we'll go ahead and unzip the bottom one here as well. There we are. Let's go ahead and open this thing out all the way, so I can show you the internals of the bag. Now, right over here, I'm not quite sure if you guys can see it, you have the zipper baffle right here to help keep that cold air from coming in through the zippers. Again, that's become a pretty standard thing among sleeping bags, so it's not a huge deal. But it does make a very good blanket. I really do like it. Warmth wise, it's worked out very well for me. So let me go ahead and we'll get this thing folded up, and I'll head back over there to the chair and I'll kind of give you guys my final impressions on it, and we'll go from there. Thank you guys. Be right back. Alright, so my final impressions on the Snugpak Jungle Bag is that it's a good mid-price range sleeping bag. It costs about $50 to $60, but I do think it's well worth it. One last thing I wanted to point out to you guys, it does come in a left and right hand zipper style. So if you're left-handed or right-handed, you can get the zipper that best fits you. Also, if you get both, you can zip them together and make a two-person sleeping bag, which I really like because my wife has the left-hand zip and I have the right-hand zip. So it works out very well for us. Overall rating of the bag, I would say, is an 8 out of 10. I wish they had implemented the mosquito net a little bit better and thought that out a little more. But otherwise, it's a really good bag, and if it is something you're looking for, I would definitely go ahead and pick it up. It is important to remember, though, whether or not you are a cold or warm sleeper, because the temperature rating on this will change based on that fact. But there you go. Thank you guys for watching. And as always, if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Please have a great night. Bye-bye.